Okay, here's a great replay. This is the first time I'm posting a 5 lava raid. Love new attack styles, and this is a really interesting example. I guess the question is, why would someone use a 5 lava, or when might you use a 5 lava raid? And I need to probably see a range of them before we can get definitive on it. But have a look at this base. So I guess if in terms of, if you were looking at it from a hybrid perspective, you could take down 2 ADs and the queen if you attack from here, but that might cost you a jump and a zap, so you'll end up with 3 spells for the rest of the base, and it's pretty hard to see yourself getting an Inferno if you're coming. The Infernos are pretty deep, so if you're coming from here, it looks like a risky hybrid, but if you come from here, you face the D store, the gold store, and the king and the bow. You might take out this AD, the Inferno, the queen pop out in here, and then you might drop some hogs to get through here. But you can see that AD is pretty protected. It's got 2 buildings in front of it, so not instant hog on that. So hybrid looks a bit difficult from here. Here you face the town hall, a lot of DPS around here. Look at that cannon. 2 arch towers, 2 cannons. So what's that? 500. You'd be up at 500-600 DPS in that area. So that looks like a tough route to hybrid. And you've also got the bows. So I reckon the hybrid would be very hard through here with that amount of DPS in that part of the base. So what they've done is, the strategy here is use 5 lavas, and the strategy is basically you've got a queen which is accessible from this outer pocket, and that's what they exploit. You also notice around this outer pocket, look at the DPS around the wall, right? You've just got an archer tower, not even the whiz tower really covering the wall, so probably an archer tower and a mortar. So the DPS, say here, is probably only about 110 DPS, so not a lot of damage through this area, which means you can clear out this section pretty easily, pop in here, knock off your queen. Now, in terms of the raid strategy, you'll see this. So what he does is kills the queen and an AD. Always take down an AD if you can. Then on this side, he pops the wall and kills these 3 buildings here. And what that does in terms of the defensive buildings, it leaves you with like a bit of a funnel through your Infernos. So you can drop loon bunches here, here, and here, and they will funnel through on the bow and the Inferno, and funnel through to the next Inferno, and then clear out sort of the back half of the base. So that's the strategy. Let's have a look at the raid. So as is really good practice, and you'll see a lot of the Feng raids do this. They will pull off the free buildings. They won't drop the golem and the queen, and when they've got 3 buildings, so they just drop 2 minions. That'll kill these two free buildings. The minion might also pop over to here, this minion to here, but that sort of means there's a nice clear route for the queen in through here. But also it means, like, this is it means the queen's not wasting shots killing buildings it doesn't need to. If they're free, you can take them out, and the queen can then just pass straight through. Because like say the queen hit that building, you've wasted 0.75 of a second, so why waste it? So anyway, 2 minions to start, pretty cheap clearing, not using wizards. And you can see then he drops his queen. The queen, this is all 3 buildings, and the reason he drops a giant, you notice here, because this corner is under such low DPS, he can just drop a giant, 1200 hit points. That'll provide the queen protection as the queen moves in here from getting damage from the archer tower and the like. So drop some wall breakers with the mortar there. They'll hit the corner. Opens the pocket. The queen's still behind the giant. Giant's dead now. Didn't have to last very long. And the queen, 48 damage per second from the whiz tower. That's not going to do much. As soon as it engages the queen, use the queen ability, and boom, there goes the queen. There's an AD down, and that's created like the funnel on this part of the base. So the loons dropped here and here, can help path through to the Inferno. Then he pops the wall here, and then uses the king ability to clean out these defences, and then you've got this nice little defence funnel here. And what he'll do is he'll drop loons here, here, and here, and they will all funnel through onto the bow and the Inferno. With this 5 lava strategy, I guess they figure they've got enough tanks. They don't seem to worry about the CC much, and I'll have to look at the freeze, but maybe they try and freeze the CC under some defences, but it seems they just ignore the CC and roll over it. So they've got the CC lured, but don't even bother with the CC kill. And then you'll see them start dropping the lavas. So so what we've got here now is the drop. So let's go back. This is interesting on the drop. So now I think one of the tricks to this 5 lava strategy is keeping your loons right behind your lavas. You don't want your lavas popping all the pups exposed without having the loons to protect the pups, because the pups seem to be quite an important part of making it work. So what you see is he's dropped lava, then he's dropped 6 loons here and 7 loons here. He'll drop another 2 lavas here and a lava here. So he'll have 4 lavas active, and those 4 lavas will draw 4 of the Inferno beams. Because those 4 lavas will be in range of that AD, and so effectively the Inferno for a period is effectively only 1 beam that can hit the balloons. And the reason why Infernos are dangerous typically is because they can get past, because they've got 5 beams, they can get past your shields and hurt your attacking troops, your balloons. But if you've got 4 lavas there drawing 4 of the 5 beams, really it's only doing 40 DPS on your loons while it's got the 4 lavas, and so it's almost neutralised that Inferno while the 4 lavas are up. So he's dropped the 3, and the late lavas provide these loons extra protection, and then he's dropped a lava and another 6 loons there. So he's gone effectively 7, 6 and 6, sort of evenly spread, and he's left 2 for the bottom of the base. Not sure completely why I did that. You know, I'm still learning the sort of 5 lava strategy myself, but you'll see, actually I'll just touch on, he's got 3 raises, 2 freeze, because he's not used any spells at the beginning of the base. So what he'll do is these will come in and he'll rage into the Inferno from both sides. So come quick on the Inferno, then freeze the Inferno. As they come through, he'll rage the balloons between the Infernos, freeze the second Inferno, and then hopefully he'll have enough lavas and stuff for the rest of the base. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 beams covered by the, so 4 beams pulled by the lavas, which are, you know, 40 DPS on the lavas, really not hurting them at all. Then rage, he's got some balloons coming through here, but the effect of dropping that 3 is they will all come through and enclose on that Inferno. Then he drops some balloons over here and another lava here on the AD. Maybe he just wants to make, I don't quite follow this part of the raid yet, but you can see 1, 2, 3 lavas. I thought he had he's got another lava here. When's he going to use that? So he's got a spare lava which he hasn't used, but you can see raging through here, and okay, and he's used the so he's used the final lava. I see what's happened. Okay, so the lavas have passed through here. That's effectively by dropping 1 lava then 2 lava, effectively those lavas with the staggered drop have protected all the loons as they've worked through here. They dropped a lava through here, that's protected this set of loons. Then the lavas path from here to here. So he's got 3 lavas here, but that means there's no lavas protecting this part of the base. So he's kept his last lava to drop as the loons come through this part of the base. He drops it here, and that way the lava takes the fire off the loons. While they're working through this part of the base, because these lavas are busy over here, you know, getting rid of the AD. And the reason why I probably dropped those 2 loons there, you know, when the lavas were covering it, to clear out the AD, so these lavas had come over to this last part of the base rather than waiting for all the loons to path across. So that's interesting in terms of the use of the 5th lava. It's sort of using that for the AD. If there's any AD in the base that the bunched lavas aren't going to path to, you keep your extra lava to drop to, if the loons are coming into that part of the base, you drop the lava, that'll draw the AD and the other air fire in that part of the base, which means the other loons are protected. So you can see the AD goes down, still lots of lavas left, 1 pops, that sort of 2 pop, great news in terms of clearing the base, and you can see the base is gone. Really interesting strategy. It'd be interesting to see how this evolves, because you know how sort of the 2 golem raids have evolved over time, but it's a fascinating strategy, and the fact that you can take down a base without even worrying about the CC says this has got some real power, and it'll be interesting to see how this goes on all sorts of bases. Even imagine that on Town Hall 9, if you could adopt that sort of strategy on Town Hall 9, we don't even have to worry about Infernos damaging your loons. Could be just vicious. Anyway, amazing raid there from Ray from Fengtian, and a really interesting strategy I hope we see a lot more of.